Hello, good morning. This is Donald Collins, and this is just a very quick video to show you how you can use Rightmove to help you formulate an offer for a property that you're interested in. It's something that we use in the industry quite a lot of. I don't think there's a lot of wider sort of recognition for it for people looking for property and when it comes to making offers. And it's just a very quick resource that you can use on Rightmove that helps give you a much clearer picture when it comes to offering. So I'm just going to share my screen with you so I can take you right into it. So this is Rightmove. This is the home screen on Rightmove. Desktop version of Rightmove obviously looks different on the mobile. But if you click here on house prices, sold house prices, so you're interested in a property, go postcode specific for that property. So I'm just going to put in one here, GU229DJ, one I've come up with earlier in Woking in Surrey, an area that's sometimes quite popular for people to move to from London and so forth. So this brings you up specifically for that postcode. It could be wherever you're looking in the country. Obviously important to sort of make sure that information is accurate going in. And obviously that's going to be a bit too specific. It's quite good though to get an overview to begin with, just to see if the next door neighbour had sold in the last 6 months, a year. Is there anyone in that vicinity who sold? And you can do a comparison based on that. Generally though, you're not going to see many sold properties just on that one postcode. So I'm going to look at quarter of a mile around, because I want to be as specific as possible. I want to be within a sort of 5-7 minute walk from the heart of that radius, but I want examples there that are quite specific to that geographical area, because as we know, you can go a half a mile distance and areas change, neighbourhoods change. So let's get as specific as possible, but give ourselves a good range of samples. So quarter of a mile radius, and then that takes you through it where you can go through these comparables now, and you can look at the sold price recorded. You can see the outline of the house here. So obviously there's no point comparing something like this, which is a sort of more bungalow style house, compared to a semi-detached, if you're looking at semi-detached. But that gives you enough examples, enough comparables that you can look through and say, okay, the house that I'm interested in is on at $500,000. Why is this one sold at 450? You know, what's the key differences? Understanding when it's sold, understanding what might have happened in the market in that time as well. And that will help build you up a very clear picture. Now, talking of pictures, this handy icon tells you what you're looking at before you click into it. So there's 10 pictures here on a floor plan. Very essential. So we go through this, and that takes us into the images. You can see this house here. Looks a well-decorated house, good condition. So you would need to be asking yourself in this situation, okay, if this one's on at 400,000 and you're looking at a house but it needs complete modernisation, and that house is on at similar money, you can then turn around and go, hold on a minute, it's going to cost me 70, 80,000 to bring this house up to that standard. What were the reasons this one sold at 400? Why am I looking at one that needs full modernisation? And that's a question you can pose back to the agent that you're looking with. So some good resources there straight away. I'm just going to have a quick drink of water. And this tab here, the floor plan, this is another really important element, because aspects like an extension like this, which sort of is taking you out a further sort of 4.5 meters, you know, that extension is going to be best part of 70 to 100,000 to do. So actually, you again have a means of comparison that you say, these properties here have sold for X. We're looking at something here which is on at Y. Let's understand the differences. And you can always put it back to the agent, and you can say to the agent, look, we've got 3 or 4 comparables here. Can we just go over the value why the property we're looking at is on the market for what it's on for, when I'm looking at certain houses here which have sold for less. There might be very good reasons for that, but it helps you get an understanding. Now, obviously, you want to compare like for like, so you can see straight away that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're quite, they're all quite specific in their own right, those houses. So you just can't compare something that was built, something like this, which was built after the war. It's not the same potentially scope as something like this. You can't just compare like for like. You've got, just because it's in the geographical area, you've got to look at the style of house as well. So really important when you're going through this data to analyse it, to pick it apart, to go back to the agent to seek advice on that as well and seek their guidance on it. So if we come out of this just now, the other point to make as well is that there is not a lot of knowledge around that functionality on Rightmove that lets you join up the data. Rightmove, as everyone's aware, is the biggest UK portal. They marry up the data coming from selling agents with what's been marketed with the land registry, and they're able to pull that data together and give you that information. It's 2 months dated. So what comes out of the land registry is always 2 months dated. And then at that point, it goes into the Rightmove system and you can see it there. So really good resource to use, number one. Not many people use it. It doesn't come up like that as an icon automatically on the mobile. People find it a little bit hidden. So when you actually talk to buyers about it and you explain to them, you say, well, look, why don't you go on and see it? There's genuine surprise there. And that in turn surprises me, because you're making such a big investment, you're spending a lot of money, know how you've come to your decision, so look at comparables, look at what's sold, analyze those comparables, look back to the agent as well, speak to the agent and say, look, we've got properties here that have sold for X, we're looking at one here, it's on for Y. Can we just explain how we've got to that figure? And you'll find that your search becomes a lot more effective and you'll feel confident when it comes to making that offer, and confident for your boundaries for negotiation as well. So good luck with the process, good luck with the search. If I can be of any help, please get in touch, and all the very best. Many thanks.